As a matter of safety, it is recommended that you review this program with the car at a standstill.
Congratulations on your selection of your new BMW M3. The M3 is one of BMW's most outstanding performance cars. By combining race-proven performance features with safety and style, BMW creates unparalleled versatility in an automobile. Designed specifically for you, the driving enthusiast, your M3 represents the ultimate in true sports car engineering and is a hallmark in BMW's motorsport history.
This program is your guide to the operation, features, and controls of your new BMW. Use it in conjunction with your owner's manual, which includes additional information, specifications, and helpful illustrations. These are just part of the useful materials made available to you in your owner's portfolio. Open it up for a moment to see the kind of information it contains. Emergency information, including your roadside assistance identification card with a 24-hour toll-free 800 number. Manuals for your radio, service warranty information, the number of your direct contact at your retail center, as well as a directory of every retail center in the country. Keep your portfolio with the car so you can take advantage of the information it provides whenever and wherever the need arises. Enjoying the BMW driving experience to its fullest depends on your car and on you. That's why knowing how your BMW operates, what it is capable of doing, how the convenience features work, and where things are go a long way in maximizing your driving enjoyment, comfort, and safety.
You may listen to the entire program or select only the segments you're interested in. Using the printed table of contents as a guide, make your selection using the music search mode of the radio. Each segment is introduced by title, so you'll always know where you are in the program. To activate the search mode, press the right search arrow once. The player will display an arrow pointed forward and will revert to normal play when it reaches the next selection. To go back to a previous selection, press the left search arrow once. The player will display an R with an arrow pointed backward. When the player reaches the beginning of the current selection, it will revert to play.
Before you go out on the road, lean back, listen, and enjoy this part of the BMW experience. You're about to embark on a guided tour of one of the world's finest automobiles, your new BMW. Segment 2, the breaking in process.
Your M3 is a highly valued possession, and like all things so finely tuned and superbly engineered, it can only reach its maximum operating potential through a stepped break-in process. The process for ensuring your BMW's full operating life and potential economy includes breaking in the engine, transmission, brake pads, and tires. For the first 1,200 miles, it's important that you not exceed the recommended engine RPM. Refer to your owner's manual for the recommended break-in procedures. You must use premium gasoline with a minimum octane rating of 91. Segment 3, Care and Maintenance.
The exterior finish of your BMW, with its extraordinary gloss and depth of color, is another measure of BMW's attention to detail. The upkeep of this fine finish is simple and easy. Weather and climate vary from region to region and should be taken into account in determining how to best protect the surface of your BMW. In general, it is suggested that your BMW be washed once a week. To maintain maximum protection against environmental hazards, the exterior should be waxed at least 2 times a year. Do not wait to remove any gasoline, grease, brake fluid, or bird droppings from the surface of your car.
The upholstery of your BMW will retain its natural quality and durability with a minimum of care. To keep all of the interior surfaces free of dust and grit, it's recommended that you wipe them clean with a soft cloth, using BMW cleaning products when needed.
Segment 4, Safety Features.
As part of its continuing effort to improve and perfect safety standards, BMW has made both active and passive safety features standard components on all its automobiles. A three-point seatbelt is standard equipment in both the front and rear window seats. As an added safety measure, the seatbelts will automatically tighten more securely against your body when required. For your comfort, as well as for safety, the front seatbelts can be adjusted to your height. To improve safety and your ability to secure a child safety seat in your BMW, both rear window seatbelts are equipped with locking retractors. To utilize this feature, pull the selected belt all the way out, then allow it to retract to the desired length to accommodate the fitting of the seat. Always fasten your seatbelt securely against your body and encourage your passengers to do the same. It's the law in many states, and for BMW, the intelligent way to safely drive your car.
Your BMW is equipped with dual threshold airbags for the driver and front passenger side seats. BMW considers the airbag essential to driving safety. The Supplementary Restraint System, or SRS, is not designed to replace your seatbelts, but rather to maximize the protection for you, the driver, and your front seat passenger in case of a serious accident. BMW now offers side impact airbags as well. Mounted in the front doors, these airbags are designed to absorb impacts to the sides of the automobile, and they function like standard dual airbags. Your BMW has a diagnostic feature that constantly monitors the readiness of your airbag system. It should be noted that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has found that in the event of a frontal collision, front airbags can cause serious injury to unbuckled individuals. They have also determined that front airbags do not work with rear-facing child seats and can in fact cause serious injury to any infant in this type of car seat. BMW urges you not to place any type of child car seat in the front passenger seat. The rear passenger seat is the safest place for children of any age to ride and be secured. Observing these precautions will enhance the safety of your BMW while minimizing the potential for any airbag-induced injuries. Refer to your owner's manual under Supplementary Restraint System, or SRS, to learn more about this important safety system.
The degree of safety in any automobile is measured by its active safety features as well as its passive ones. Critical to active safety is the anti-lock brake system, or ABS, which is standard on all BMW models. ABS helps to maintain stability so that you can steer and maneuver in adverse conditions. Since safety is the primary reason for ABS, it should never be used to justify unreasonable risks which could jeopardize your safety or the safety of your passengers. When you are braking and ABS is activated, you'll feel a pulsating sensation through the brake pedal. This is ABS in action and is a completely normal function.
Your M3 is equipped with BMW's Advanced All-Season Traction Control, or AST. AST helps prevent your rear wheels from slipping and gives your BMW optimum traction in unfavorable driving and road conditions. All-season traction will automatically reduce engine speed and is capable of braking one or both drive wheels depending on the conditions detected by highly responsive sensors. The triangular indicator light for AST is located in the middle of the instrument panel between the speedometer and tachometer. When the system is on and functioning properly, this light will come on and then go off when the engine is started. When road conditions require the system to go into quick and automatic action, you'll see the indicator light flicker on and off. If the light goes on and stays on, there may be a problem. Your car can certainly be driven normally without AST in operation, but it is suggested that you contact your BMW retail center as soon as possible. The system is ready for operation whenever the engine is started and can be manually turned off and on by pushing the ASC button on the center console. The system is usually kept on, but there are a few circumstances in which you should turn the function off. Check your owner's manual under ASC for further information on how and when the system functions and what the indicator light is communicating to you. Whenever you leave the car, it's recommended that you use the parking brake. The indicator light on the right side of the instrument panel tells you when your parking brake is engaged.
As part of your BMW's unique self-diagnostic capabilities, it is equipped with an array of indicator and warning lights that let you know the status of its many operating systems. Strategically placed in the instrument cluster so you can easily see them, these lights tell you whether or not various systems are working, or if there's a malfunction you should be aware of. For example, when the parking brake indicator light is on, you know the parking brake is engaged. If, while you are driving, the brake fluid indicator comes on, you know the fluid level is too low. When you start the engine, many of these warning lights, including the reserve fuel indicator, will come on momentarily. This is a normal function of the bulb check system and does not indicate a problem. If, however, a warning light flashes while you are driving, a malfunction could be indicated. Check your owner's manual. It identifies the location, function, and meaning of each of these lights and what action to take if a problem is indicated. Becoming aware of these lights and what they're communicating to you lets you take advantage of BMW's sophisticated monitoring system.
The service indicator is located along the lower portion of the speedometer and is illuminated as you start the ignition. As part of the systems that monitor your car's performance, the service indicator lets you know when an oil service or inspection is due. The timing for service and inspection is based not on some arbitrary schedule, but on the needs of your particular BMW. As the strip of green lights on the indicator are reduced, you're getting closer to the appropriate inspection or service. When a yellow light and the inscription oil service or inspection come on, an appointment with your BMW Retail Center service department is due. A red light lets you know you've gone over the proper interval for maintenance, and you should make an appointment at your earliest possible convenience. Being aware of what the service indicator is telling you is one more way of maintaining the consistent, high performance you expect from your BMW.
For your safety in cold temperatures, your BMW senses when the outside temperature falls below 37 degrees Fahrenheit. A chime automatically sounds as the ambient temperature is flashed on the digital display. This allows you to adjust your driving to potentially hazardous driving conditions.
The correct tire pressure is essential for safety and for the longevity of your tires. Take a look at your tires from time to time, checking for pressure and wear. A label with the correct pressures for front and rear tires is located on the driver's door pillar. Your owner's manual also gives you the appropriate tire pressures for your model, the load you're carrying, and the tires you've selected.
Even though BMW's roadside assistance is always there to help you, you should become familiar with the items contained in your trunk. A special toolkit is located in a compartment in the trunk hood. Under the floor carpet, you'll find the full-size spare tire. Under the trim are the jack and lug wrench.
The check control of your 3 Series is an active warning system that monitors lights and fluid levels. If a fault occurs in one of the monitored circuits, the check warning lamp, located in the bottom center of the instrument cluster, will come on, and the check control will post the specific warning on the multifunction clock or the optional onboard computer display. The check warning lamp will stay on or flash depending on the fault priority. To recall messages in the check control display, press the check control button located just below the digital display. You should take care of the problem indicated as soon as possible. The check control messages posted in the digital display are set in 3 priorities. Priority 1 messages point out problems with the brake light circuit. The check warning lamp and the reminder triangles located on both sides of the digital display will illuminate. The check warning light will remain on. The digital message will stay on for 20 seconds. The reminder triangles and the message lights will remain on, and the sequence will repeat itself every time the car is started until such problems as the defective fuse or brake light bulbs are taken care of. Priority 2 warnings come on when the ignition key is in position 2. They indicate light failures and a low washer fluid level. The check warning lamp, digital display message, and reminder triangles will come on. After 20 seconds, the check warning lamp will go out, and the reminder triangles will stay on. You can recall the digital message by pressing the check button. Priority 3 has to do with coolant levels. The message appears in the digital display for 20 seconds after the ignition is turned off. It also comes on for 20 seconds when you start your car. The message can be recalled by pressing the check button.
When the plus symbol located on the display lights up, the system is ready to communicate multiple information to you. Press the check button for further messages. If the message Check Control Inactive appears in the display, it means the check control system is not working. In that event, contact your authorized BMW retailer so they can correct the problem and reactivate the system.
Your BMW is equipped with high-output headlights. To the left of the steering wheel is the dash-mounted dial switch that operates your lights. In the full upright position, the lights are off. By turning the dial clockwise to the second position, you activate the parking lights. Turning the dial to the next position activates your low-beam headlights. The instrument panel will illuminate when either the parking or headlights are in operation. The brightness of the instrument panel illumination can be manually adjusted with a roller switch. The switch is located to the left of the steering wheel, below the main instrument cluster. If greater visibility for night driving is desired, you can switch to high beams by pressing forward on the turn signal stalk until it clicks and holds in position. You may also flash your high beams by pulling back and releasing the turn signal stalk. As an added safety feature, a warning buzzer will automatically sound if you leave your lights on when you park your car. If your BMW is equipped with fog lights, the fog light switch is located next to the headlight switch. When this switch is on, the fog lights will come on with the parking lights or headlights. The indicator light on the bottom left of the instrument panel will illuminate to tell you when your fog lights are in operation. Segment 5. Winter Operation.
With winter comes changes in weather, temperature, and driving conditions that have an impact on your BMW. Though these changes vary from year to year and region to region, measures can be taken to make driving in winter as trouble-free as during more moderate months. A visit to your authorized BMW retail center is the first step in winter preparation. They'll check your coolant levels, suggest winter-grade oil if necessary, check your brakes, and carry out any needed winterizing procedures. Your tires also play an important role in winter driving. If the weather conditions of your region make winter tires a must, radial-ply tires with special winter tread pattern are recommended. All 4 tires must be of the same make and tread pattern. In severe winter conditions, the rubber seals on your doors and lids should be treated with a rubber care product to prevent them from freezing. The paint and chrome-plated or polished metal parts can be treated with protective products as well. It's also important that you replace the windshield wiper inserts at least once a year.
If you have selected the 5-speed overdrive electronic hydraulic transmission for your M3, you have a choice of shift modes and driving programs. This gives you maximum control and flexibility in winter driving conditions. Just to the left of the gear shift lever is the mode selector switch, which lets you choose between 2 driving programs, A for automatic gear selection program and M for manual gear selection. With the selector switch in the manual position, you can shift into second to maneuver up a steep, slippery hill. Third gear can be used to pull smoothly out of an icy parking space. In the manual mode, the gear you select will be maintained until you change it. There will be no automatic shifting. If you're in drive and switch to the manual program, the transmission will automatically go into a lower gear for better handling over ice. For more information on your transmission, be sure to listen to segment 14, entitled Transmission Cruise Control. Segment 6, Multi-Information Display.
Located in the center console for ease of access, the multi-information display is your source for an array of useful information about your BMW. It includes the multifunction clock and check control function and is designed to communicate not only time and date, but the status of a number of systems which are constantly being monitored.
Your BMW is equipped with a multifunction digital clock that gives you the time and date at the touch of the appropriate button. To reset the time, press the hour button until the dots begin to flash in the display. Using the hour and minute buttons just below the clock, input the time you want, then press the set button. Do the same thing to change the date. The digital clock has a special memo function that can be set to signal you 15 seconds before the top of an hour, so that you are reminded, for example, when a newscast is about to go on. The digital clock displays the outside temperature automatically when you first start the engine. You can check the outside temperature anytime simply by pressing the temperature button. Another touch of the button clears the display. When the external temperature falls below 37 degrees Fahrenheit, a chime sounds to alert you to potentially hazardous driving conditions.
The onboard computer, or OBC, is optional equipment. If you have chosen the OBC as part of your BMW's equipment package, please listen to the following information. If not, you may move forward to the next segment. The OBC is an on-the-road personal computer designed to calculate and communicate information that will make your driving both safe and economical. The system incorporates all the features of a multifunction clock, plus additional functions. For example, the range indicator monitors the quantity of fuel, then estimates the distance you can cover based on your own driving style. It also tells you your average speed and fuel consumption at any given time. You can also retrieve specific information for your trips, such as the estimated time of arrival and remaining distance to your destination. It can also warn you when you've exceeded your pre-selected speed limit. The OBC displays information when the appropriate button is pressed, or when you press the end of the turn signal lever in towards the steering column. This lever also lets you program the information you want to be displayed.
The OBC includes a unique anti-theft feature. Before leaving your car and locking up, you can activate this additional protective system with your own 4-digit code. Once you set the system, no one else can start your car until you deactivate it. This extra level of theft protection takes only seconds to activate. With the ignition key at position 1, press the button marked Code on the lower right side of the OBC panel. 4 blank segments will flash on the display. Starting with the first numerical input button at the top left of the panel, press each of the 4 buttons until you get the number sequence you want. Then press the Set Reset button. Once you turn the ignition off, this code number sequence is automatically stored in memory and the system is activated. You can lock your car and leave it as usual. Your car is immobilized until you deactivate the system with your code. To deactivate the system, simply repeat the process. Turn the ignition key to position 1, press the code button, enter the 4 digits of your code, then press the Set Reset button. It is critical that you remember the code you have entered. It doesn't have to be the same combination of numbers each time, but it must be familiar and memorable. Segment 7. Windshield Wipe Wash System.
The windshield wipe washer lever is located on the right side of the steering column. To get a feel for the system, start the engine and move the lever up 1 notch to the intermittent wipe position. At this position, the interval time between wipes depends on how fast you're going. In other words, when you're at a stop, the interval is approximately 14 seconds. As you start moving and increase your speed, the interval time is shortened to optimize the wiping effect. Now move the lever up 1 more notch to normal wiper speed. With the car at a standstill, the system will switch to an intermittent speed of about 3 seconds between wipes. However, when your BMW is moving, the speed returns to the normal range. The 3rd position is for the fast wiper speed. Now go back to the 0 position, which will turn the wipers off. For a single wipe, press the lever down and release. The wiper will wipe once, and then the lever will automatically go back to the off position. To activate the wipe wash function, bring the lever toward you. Hold at this position for a moment, then release it. The wiper will operate just long enough to remove the washer fluid. Segment 8. Mirrors.
Your BMW is equipped with heated mirrors as standard equipment to assure you a clear view in any kind of weather. On the driver's door, you'll find 2 switches that operate both exterior mirrors. The small button determines which mirror you're positioning, the driver's side mirror or the passenger side mirror. The larger switch controls the up, down, left, right movement of the mirror you're positioning. This system gives you enormous flexibility and control in adjusting the mirrors to best suit your individual requirements. Segment 9. Seat operation.
Before positioning the driver's seat, a safety tip. Never adjust your seats while the car is in motion. Always make your adjustments before you go on the road. The ergonomically designed sports seats provide body-hugging reinforced lateral support, unique to the M3. The adjustable shoulder support is integrated with the headrest, which moves up and down. The seat cushion is extendable, and the seat can be finely adjusted to conform to your size and your comfort needs. With 12-way manual adjustments, there are 5 selector controls for both front seats. 3 are located on the door side of each seat, and 2 are to the front of each seat.
To adjust the forward-backward position, pull up on the first of 3 levers located on the side of your seat and push your body back and forth until you find the position best for you. Release the lever and make sure that the seat is locked into position. The middle lever is used to raise the height of the seat. While seated, pull up on the lever and either lift up slightly or press down until you have achieved the desired seat height. To change the angle of the backrest, pull up the third lever. Push back slightly and the back will recline. The back will come forward when you release pressure. The unique thigh support can be moved forward and back, using the lever just under the thigh support cushion. The seat can be tilted up or down to your choice of position, using the lever on the front of the seat nearest the door. The headrest and detached shoulder bolster are manually raised and lowered to fit the contours of your body. Find the spot that is comfortable for you. And remember, the headrest should be positioned behind the head, not the neck. On the door side of each backrest in 2-door models is a lever that tilts the backrest forward for easy access to the rear seat.
Power front sports seats are part of an optional equipment package for your M3. If you have selected this option, you'll find there are 2 selector controls for both front seats located on the door side of each seat. The forward control will raise and lower the front seat cushion, move the seat forward and backward, and raise and lower the rear of the seat cushion. The control just behind the first one is used to adjust the seat back angle. The headrests can be manually raised and lowered for your comfort. Again, remember the headrest should be positioned behind the head, not the neck.
If your BMW is equipped with fold-down rear seats, you can create additional cargo area. To fold the seats forward, press and squeeze the handle located in the upper corner of the seat back and fold the seat forward. To return the seat to the upright position, just lift the seat back into place. You'll hear a click when the seats lock properly in the original position.
If your car is equipped with heated front seats as part of a factory-installed optional equipment package, you can select the intensity of the seat heating by using the controls located on the center console. Segment 10, Central Locking.
The central locking system operates a number of the locks on your car simultaneously. There are 3 ways to activate the system. When you lock or unlock either front door with your key, the doors, the trunk lid, and the fuel filler flap locks are activated. The car doors and the trunk lid can also be locked from the inside by pressing down on the central locking switch on the center console. And finally, the car doors and the trunk lid can be locked by pressing down on the lock buttons on either front door. Your locked BMW is secure with a special drive-away protection feature. Your car is custom protected with a kind of electronic fingerprint that matches your key with your car and your car only. Electronic signals from the key allow the system to identify it. Without this electronic verification, your car won't start. If you have selected the optional BMW remote keyless entry system, you can activate the locking system from outside using the transmitter.
Once the car is locked from the outside by using the master key or the remote keyless transmitter, it is double locked. This means that the car doors cannot be unlocked from inside or outside the vehicle in any other way. Never lock the car from outside with passengers inside. If passengers wish to stay in the vehicle, they may lock or unlock all the doors using the central locking button on the center console or the lock buttons on the front doors. The central locking system is opened automatically in case of an accident or severe impact when the engine is still running.
If you've gotten out of the car and see that the windows or sunroof have been left open, you don't have to get back in to close them. Simply hold the key in the farthest lock position on either front door until they've closed.
To limit access to your trunk, you can lock the trunk separately with the master key. Turn the key clockwise and then pull it out at the final position. In that case, the trunk can only be opened with your master key. Remember, if you open the trunk with the master key while the car is double locked, you must relock the trunk when you close it. If there's a failure in the central locking system, your fuel filler flap can be opened manually by using a release mechanism inside your trunk. Pull the knob mounted on the liner to the right side of the luggage compartment.
Your BMW is factory pre-wired for the optional BMW remote keyless entry system. Designed exclusively for BMW, it is the only system that meets BMW's stringent quality standards, and it is completely compatible with BMW's unique electrical system. If one has not yet been installed, contact your authorized BMW retailer for more information. With the keyless entry system, a touch of a button on the remote transmitter allows you to double lock and unlock your car, arm and disarm the alarm, all at a safe, convenient distance. Using the transmitter, the bottom center button double locks your car and activates the alarm system. The bottom button is also the panic button. By pressing and holding this button, you can set off the alarm instantly if a situation requires it. Use the top right button to unlock your car and simultaneously disarm the alarm.
The system is designed for your convenience and as a deterrent to theft. When the keyless alarm system is activated, the LED on the console flashes. A high-powered siren goes off if the system is violated. In the interest of safety, always take your key out of the ignition when you leave your car. Never leave keys where children can have access to them. Segment 11, Windows and Sunroof.
Use the push-button panel in the center console to raise and lower the windows. Try all the buttons while you're sitting in the driver's seat to get a feel for their location. The special one-touch toll circuit lets you fully open and close the driver and passenger side windows automatically by briefly tapping that button on the control panel. Once you've gone through a toll booth, for example, tap the button again and the window will close. You can stop the movement of the window with another quick tap. The rear windows are equipped with a one-touch open-only feature. Try it a few times before you go out on the road. On four-door models, you'll see the special child safety button on the console. It takes control of the rear seat windows, so children can't operate them from the back seat.
If you have chosen the optional power sunroof for your M3, the button that operates it is located just above the rear view mirror. To fully open the sunroof, use the one-touch feature. Press the rear of the button once and release. The sunroof can also be operated by pressing this button until it reaches the desired opening. To close, hold down the front of the button. If you wish additional ventilation with the sunroof closed, push the front of the button and the rear of the sunroof will rise. Pushing the rear of the button will lower it. Try it while your car is at a standstill, so you can get a feel for this button and the functions it controls. We hope this program is providing you with the kind of information you can use to get acquainted with your new BMW as quickly as possible. Remember, in your owner's portfolio, you'll find a number of helpful booklets, including your owner's manual, that contains specific information and details to help you take full advantage of the many features BMW offers.